So this is Unsaid Feeling with Shanky Clips, where we show you the shorter version of all our podcasts. So keep watching and keep learning.
So I was living in Delhi, okay, and I was dating someone, and so I was in a very horrible state myself because I had no coping skills. So what I did was I took it very personally, everything that was happening.
The heartbreak you took
The
it very
hard way.
personally.
Everything that was happening, I was taking it very, very seriously and very personally. So I was supposed to go back home, okay. Well, I was like, oh, I can't deal with this alone. I'll go back home. And instead of going back home, I would just go to that person's place. Like on my way to the airport, I'll just be like, no, with my luggage, I'll just go to that
But
person.
तुम लोग breakup कर चुके हो.
Yeah. Like, but the thing is, there was no actual breakup happening. We were stuck there somewhere. It was not a breakup. We were fighting. Okay. So I would just keep going back to that person, and then I've cried everywhere. I've cried in the middle of CP, in Subway, in Pizza Hut, in Domino's. You just name the place I've cried there. Okay, and the staff still recognizes me.
Shit.
Right. And the person, okay, so like I'm crying and everything, and whatever has happened, okay. And then this person, it's 8 p.m, okay, and I'm crying in the middle of the street, and they are standing next to me, and the person says, okay, I have some work to do, bye. Leave. So, and it happened multiple times because I was the only one who was too attached. That person was not attached. They didn't
But
care.
okay,
that
tell
much.
me this, Ritvik. Ki, were you aware of this? Ki he's not attached to me, but you are still trying to give in more to him.
The thing is, she was not someone who will be that. She never gave me clarity. There was no clarity from her end because. But I was also very young back then, so I just blame my coping skills were the problem. So the thing is, if somebody doesn't need you, you don't have to constantly push. You can't make someone like you more
I know.
than they already do. Like if you don't want to be friends with me, I can't keep calling you every day. That will be weird and creepy, right?
Absolutely.
So, but when you are young, you don't realize that. You think that, oh, I want to save this relationship, but you realize there's nothing to be saved.
So you try to give in more and more in the relationship.
I kept giving more because I thought, oh, by giving more, I might be able to fix this.
But you don't fix that.
No, because you don't fix it because it was not yours to fix anyway. That person had to fix it and they didn't want to fix it. It was a choice. And when it's a conscious choice from the other person's end that, no, I don't want to fix it, you don't have to care anyway after that.
So
That's your closure.
So, but there is no face-to-face closure. But
I'll tell you
only
the
you
closure.
just,
The closure is the disrespect that you're facing.
that is so
Yeah.
deep.
The disrespect is the closure because every time you are saying, oh, I'm in pain, I'm suffering, I'm crying, I'm breaking down, I'm having meltdowns, this person is going about their day normally. They don't care.
Oh, wow.
Why am I not going about my day normally then? Why am I sitting and crying on the bathroom floor for no reason at 3 a.m.?
I think it's the most beautiful line I've ever
Yeah, the
heard.
thing is, the closure is the disrespect. The closure is the fact that they saw you in pain and chose not to do anything about it. They knew it that you are in pain, you are suffering, and they didn't do anything about it because they didn't want to. What more closure do you need? So do you think someone who actually loves you, likes you, respects you, will be okay with seeing you suffering?
Not at all.
Not at
Not
all.
at all.
There are fights also we have with our parents, with our families. जब घर में लड़ाई होती है ना और मम्मी अगर रो दे, खत्म लड़ाई, then it's all about her because she's crying and everybody is breaking down now because मम्मी कैसे रो रही है, right? That happens. घर में नहीं चलता. And this is what should happen in relationships also. You can't be okay with saying mean things to each other, being extremely horrible in fights, throwing things at each other, ghosting, ignoring, all of that. Not normal. Like if you say that you love someone, so you love them during a fight also. It's a fight only. Why are you being disrespectful? So then your love is very convenient. That as long as things are okay and it's a smooth ride, you are fine. As long as something gets off, you are the meanest person to them only. You'll use their insecurities against them. If they have told you something from their life past, you will bring it up. कि हाँ तूने तो उसके साथ भी ऐसे ही किया था ना. You are the problem.
I know what you're
And someone who does that, no, that's the biggest red flag. Run in the opposite direction. When somebody brings something up that you had told them in confidence to make a point in a fight or an argument, run.
Shit.
Run to save your life because that person is collecting every data and every information. and they will use it somewhere in the future again.
Wow. So to anyone who is watching this, listening to this, if you have not got a closure right now, so
Yeah.
far, I think this is your closure.
The closure is the fact that they don't give a fuck. That's your closure. They do not give a fuck about you. You can keep crying about them for 12 more months. उनको नहीं फर्क पड़ रहा.
नहीं फर्क पड़ रहा है.
And that's okay because
And the point is, we know कि उनको नहीं फर्क पड़ रहा है, but still we keep.
But then that's because we also are those people. No, we don't respect ourselves.
We don't respect. Oh wow.
Not many people respect themselves, honestly, Shanky. Because the thing is, you won't do it in a public setting. If I tell you that 1 lakh people are going to watch you do all of that you're doing with that person to win them back, you won't do it.
You won't do it. Absolutely.
This is the case when nobody's watching you, nobody's telling you that, nobody's putting sense into your head ki what you're doing.
So you're not respecting yourself. That's why you're doing all of this.
And when you're sending those messages to people, and you realize, oh, I'm sending 3 paragraphs, just know that those 3 paragraphs वो उसके 4 friends को जा रहे हैं. 4 से 5 लोगों को जा ही रहे हैं वो screenshots. So, because the thing is, if we get a creepy message, I'll show it to my friends and laugh. Everybody does that. It's very normal. But if that person doesn't care about you, and even if you're just expressing yourself, it will be shown to people, it will be laughed at.
So you mean to say कि जैसे if I'm sending my girl who I was into about few things कि यार I'm really sorry and I really feel these
but
things.
If they have moved on, they'll be laughing about it. It's a fact. It can be a girl, a guy, anybody. If I have moved on from you and you are still texting me again and again, I'll show it to people and I'll laugh at it. Because that's how people work. People don't make fun of people who they care about. If they don't care about you, they won't care about you. No matter what you do. फिर तुम कितना ही कर लो. क्योंकि उनकी तरफ से खत्म हो चुका.
इतना deep बात ना मैंने अभी तक.
हाँ, उनकी तरफ से खत्म हो चुका. You are the only person holding on to it. Sometimes you are so scared of being alone that have you seen how when glass breaks, you have blood all over your hand if you hold the glass.
Right.
You would keep holding onto the glass because you are okay with the bleeding, but you're not okay with the hand being empty. You're getting it? You don't want the hand to be empty. The blood is okay. So that toxicity is fine. I am fighting with you all the time, it's fine. But I don't want to be empty-handed. I don't want to feel lonely.
So even if it is paining, it is crushing you, it is killing you.
You just assume that, it's better than being alone. Because हमको बताया जाता है ना कि अकेले रहना तो प्रॉब्लम है. कि अरे तुम कॉन्सर्ट में अकेले क्यों गए थे कॉन्सर्ट में? मेरे को बोल रहे थे मैं चल लेता साथ में. अरे तुम ट्रिप पे अकेले चले गए थे, क्या किया अकेले? बोर हो गए होगे.
I know. Because I am someone who travels alone, okay?
Yeah.
And I have heard this from a lot of people कि अकेले कैसे कर लेते हो?
हाँ. नहीं पर अकेले तो बोर हो जाओगे. And people take people who they don't even like to places. Only because they are not like, oh, मुझे अकेले नहीं रहना. So that's very stupid. And this is the whole thing because people have convinced you to believe that a relationship is very important. It is important. I understand that people can't exist alone. No man is an island. But when you realize that it's extremely messed up, you can let it go. And there was this quote I read, okay, that your parents didn't raise you and didn't sacrifice the sleep for you. They didn't ruin their careers for you. Everything. They didn't do it for you so that, you are crying over a person randomly and completely disrespecting yourself on a daily basis. Imagine, would you do that if somebody you love from your family was watching you do all of
Absolutely
that?
not. Absolutely not.
Because then you'll respect them. The fact that what they have done for you. So I think that respect should be for yourself. That no matter what happens, nobody gets to make me feel that bad. Nobody.
Keep watching our Unsaid Feeling with Shanky clips. And if you want to watch the whole big podcast, you can go to our main page and subscribe that. Until then, keep watching.